Hello developers and coders. Actually they're same thing, but anyway. In this quick video I want to show you how you can bring the automation to the next level with not Selenium of course, but with Puppeteer. You know, when we say automation, the first thing comes to mind is Selenium, but this time it's going to be different. So what does it mean? What's Puppeteer? Like a person who works with puppets, basically. Not that one, of course. It's an open source Node.js library developed by Google with wide support for almost any action in Google's Chrome browser. So the basic idea is an API at the high level that allows us to automate actions in either of Google browsers, Chrome and Chromium, like that. Believe me, you will hardly ever use Selenium again after you try this incredible Puppeteer library. We all at some point faced with automation problems, right? For example, assume that each time you have to log in to the platform by providing credentials every time, and after that maybe you have to fill the form inside these annoying iframes, and even most creepy thing is some elements don't have any class or ID, which makes harder to get the right things, or let's say right elements. Honestly, I tried all of these things with Puppeteer and guess what? It works like a charm. Like, I mean, you can literally do anything. Like make Chrome to swim, dance, I don't know, fly, play bass, whatever you want. And okay, so, alright. As Badlands Chuck said,
but enough talk, okay?
Let me show you quickly how it works. It's really simple, you just have to download it with npm, install Puppeteer, and that's all, no more any driver installation or configuration required. Then just create a new JavaScript file in your workspace, and I will name it bot.js, and finally include the Puppeteer. Great, so now we are going to test functionalities, and the first one is how to automate current browser. Usually in Selenium, we have to provide credentials each time because of new sessions. However, with Puppeteer, we can continue from current browser session, which will not redirect us to login page or require any credentials at all. But of course, before this action, first you have to log in manually to update sessions, or let's say to save your credentials in the sessions. We have a demo site here. I think it's some kind of management platform, or anyway, it actually doesn't matter. So let me log in here manually first. And as you see, we are logged in, and this page is only for authenticated users. I will prove this to you by opening new incognito tab and paste this URL here. It's redirecting me to login page because the sessions does not include our credentials. Hopefully you get the idea here. So we need to continue from current session. To achieve that, first we need the endpoint URL of Chrome. So what is that? Chrome URLs are internal pages of the Google Chrome browser designed mostly to provide developers and advanced users with detailed information about the browser's internals. And how to get this URL? Okay, so first search Google Chrome shortcut location in your computer and navigate to Properties. We will update field named Target. So at the end of this line, add one space /remote -debugging -port equals 9222 and apply the changes. After that, open Chrome from shortcut and navigate to this URL. Like it's localhost like 127.0.0.1 and the port is going to be 9222/JSON/version. Well done. Here you can see a WebSocket debugger URL. So that's what we need to connect existing browser sessions. Now switch to VS Code. And let's first create async function because it's required. Like all our codes will locate inside this async function. Alright, then I will create a new const and assign it to the endpoint URL of Chrome that we copied. Next, let's connect to the automated browser, to our current browser by using connect function of Puppeteer. So in order to open a new tab, we will use new page function and then navigate to our URL. So this URL was for authenticated users, remember? Okay, so that's it. Let's run it now. Node.bot.js and enter. Oh, did you feel the speed? It's super fast, and as you see, it started from current browser and didn't require any credentials. Let's now log out and try again. So by logging out, sessions will record that this user is no longer authenticated and we will be redirected to login page again. And I'm running the same script again. Here it is. We are in login page. I hope you get the idea here, but so that's all for now. I don't want to make the video too long. I just wanted to show you how you can continue from existing browser, from existing sessions, because it's really common problem. I can see, like as I see from Stack Overflow and social media. So if you want to learn more, let me know in comments, and please subscribe and share this video. I'm giving you gold information, guys. Come on, hit that subscribe button. We are solving impossible here in this channel. Yeah, stay connected, coders, and see you next time.